Hello everybody, how's it going? My name's Conovan and it is very good to be here. Today, I'm going to talk about this little baby onion guy with the name of Onision. Anybody who's been watching YouTube for longer than 5 or 6 years is most likely aware of him. Way back in the day, in the ancient year of like 2009, Onision used to piggyback off of the success of Shane Dawson. He was like one of those flies you see on the back of an elephant. Onision would make a collab with Shane, and in return, Shane Dawson allowed Onision to make videos about him. But all that's like 10 years ago. It's impossible for one man to sit down and chronicle the complete cringy life of Onision. This channel is only meant to entertain you. I don't intend for you to actually learn anything today. If you do want a detailed and comprehensive life story on Onision, I would recommend you check out Repzion's channel. If you haven't already. That man has risked his mental health to be as comprehensive as possible. So, for the sake of brevity, there's a lot that I'm going to have to fast forward. We're going to have to skip past all the times he's manipulated women, the time he illegally destroyed a forest, and the 5 years he spent wearing a banana costume. One of the big things in the story of Onision is his marriage to Kai, formerly known as Laineybot. Kai was born in 1994, whereas Onision was born in 1985. Kai learned of Onision in 2011 and wrote several tweets showing just how much he obsessed over him. They met later in that year and then they got married in 2015. Now, the very observant of you will notice that I said they had met in 2011 and Kai was born in 1994 and Onision in 1985. Yeah, what the fuck. And in fact, they only formally announced their relationship in 2012. 6 days after Kay turned 18. Here's a clip of Onision talking about a conversation he had with Kai's father.
So me sitting across the table from him, and he's probably going to threaten to sue me for this video. He's already threatened to sue me before, but that's fine. I'm allowed to tell stories about people without using faces or names, etc. But he was being hard on me for my age gap with Lainey, and I had a 9-year age gap with Lainey. And he told me to come back in 10 years. Like, not till Lainey was 25 to date Lainey. And I was just like thinking, how much power does this guy think he has?
Boy, that's creepy. Boy, oh boy, that's creepy. Like, Jesus Christ. As I understand it, they didn't actually start dating until Kai was 17. But I mean, it's not like that's illegal. Obviously, when you're someone like Onision, who has 9 years more experience than Kai, and you're someone that Kai has a celebrity obsession over, that clearly is not a healthy dynamic. Even though they're still sort of together now that she's an adult, their relationship is one that is inherently built of unhealthy grounds. We really can't give too much sympathy to Kai because, unfortunately, a few years later, he started doing the exact same thing to a girl who was also 15, which Onision heavily sped on and who Onision later dated. And you know what? Guess where this all leads up to? Chris motherfucking Hansen. Chris Hansen, the guy who gives away free furniture,
Why don't you have a seat?
is literally investigating Onision for, all of the obvious reasons. Onision, the guy who's once at the height of YouTube, is realistically like 5 or 6 months away from being invited to a motel room in Delaware. So there's only one thing for a little onion boy to do. Create an entirely scripted and incredibly cringe interview of yourself.
Would you say that you're doing them a service?
A service? No, I get compensated for what I do, so it's not like,
Well, a police officer gets a paycheck, and he's out
I'm
there.
not a police officer.
I would say you're better than a police officer.
The entire 10 minutes or so is just so obnoxiously cringe that even I couldn't sit down and watch the entire thing. The supposed interviewer is so clearly just reading off of a fucking script.
You achieved a lot in your career. Right now, you're in a bit of a down note, but that's the algorithm. That's not you.
Oh yeah, sure, Onision. It's the fucking algorithm that's doing you dirty right now. The fucking best thing about it is that in the entire video, he has a humble yet modest persona that he's displaying, despite the fucking fact that it's all scripted. If you wanted to show that you're a real, struggling human being, you don't fake an interview of yourself being a real, struggling human being.
And see, a lot of people would say that you're getting too old to be a YouTuber, but I think men, especially attractive men like yourself, they get more handsome with age.
People argue about that.
He wrote that. Onision sat down with Microsoft Word open and wrote a script that said that he himself was handsome, and yet somehow convinced his friend to say it out loud in an attempt to make the audience think that he was getting more attractive. Look, I'll link the entire video down below. It is so pathetically cringe.
A lot of people call you a narcissist, but these words that you're sharing with me right now, they seem like a very humble, down-to-earth, dare I say, humanitarian?
Oh, Billie, please, Billie, you gotta be in my new video. Hey man, I don't want to wear a banana suit. Nah. I need you to prove that I'm humble by reading a script that says I'm humble, and dare I say it, even humanitarian. And now we're coming to an end of this video, so I'll be reading to you aloud a number of the finest jokes I found against Onision while making this video. So sit back and enjoy the roast of Gregory Onision Jackson. Onion's boy's IQ is about as low as his preferred partner age. It drives me insane that Onion Boy cannot realize his body is painfully average, in response to a risque Instagram post that he made. Onion, you are quite literally one of the saddest individuals I've ever seen. I thoroughly enjoy witnessing you go through such a rough downward spiral. You like to make a joke out of everything that is happening to you as a defense mechanism, but everybody can see how scared and little you actually feel. Well deserved. That one isn't a roast, but I think it's very true, so I wanted to add it. So thank you, Bethany. How to attract Greg. B minor. Jesus Christ. And recommend Repzion's channel to you. He probably knows more about Onision than even Onision does. If you like this video, maybe consider subscribing and liking. Let me know what else you want me to talk about, and cheers.